Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back on the road after spending 2 days. Let me crank this window up so you don't hear that engine too much next door. Maybe this one too. But before we get into the video, remember that little thing I was throwing up at you saying, "Hi, YouTube total," and you're only 72% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. Listen, right now it's down to 68%. I'll never say anything about it again. Let's get it down to 50%. That way I get some interaction in the videos. I just want to get that number down to 50. Don't know why. Anyway, let's check out this brand new intro. I went ahead and paid for it, got the full HD version. Let me know what you think of the intro. All right, so let's talk about this week. Now, while I was in the hotel, they was worried about that load. So what they did, they took it off of me, paid me for the trip up to that point, took it off of me, and assigned another driver to it. Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon around 1 o'clock, the shop finally called me and said my truck was ready. So I went to go get it. The trailer was still there. So I called my team leader. I was like, "Bro, that trailer's still here. Why?" He looked into it. He wanted to take it off the person they assigned it to and give it back to me. So I started my week with that, from Selma, Virginia, to finish that load in University Park, Illinois. That was a Walmart. Yeah, that was a Walmart load. After I see it, it's weird though. I'm on the company tablet. In my phone, I get to see total mileage for these trips, but on here I don't. So I'll give you my total mileage where I'm at right now and what my situation is. So after that, I went over into Wilmington, Illinois. Procter & Gamble, picked up a heavy load. I'm going to show you screenshots here shortly of how heavy. My week's been kind of aggravating, to be honest. I've had 4 back-to-back heavy 77. I had like a 78.6, 78.7, 78.5, and my current load is like a 76.5 or something. Heavy loads. I've been heavy, which is fine. I prefer to drive a heavy, so I feel like I got more control and the wind don't affect you as much. But damn it, it's ruining my MPG bonus qualifications because going up and down, up and down, up and down. Cruise control can only do so much. I'm barely doing 7.1 miles this week. That's just ridiculous. I'm hoping that I get light loads for the rest of the daggone quarter and bring that average up, because right now it's aggravated the piss out of me. But anyhow, after I dropped off that load in University Park, Illinois, which is just west of Chicago, I had to, where's it at? Yeah, that one. I had to go over into Wilmington, Illinois. This is a General Mills load. General Mills is always heavy. And took that load to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now, on my way to Fort Wayne, I should have actually had it done that night. This was Sunday. No, let's go back. Before I even deliver when I got back to work Saturday afternoon, around 1 o'clock, I hauled balls as much time as I had. The problem was I didn't log out of my tablet, so when they took that thing for the test drive, it started my clock. And if you know, as soon as that clock starts, your 14-hours start, and there's no stopping the 14 hours. So when I got in the truck, I had like 8 hours where I could actually do some work. So I got to Indianapolis. And on the way there, I knew my trailer, when I first picked up this trailer in Virginia 3 days earlier, the PM sticker, the preventive maintenance sticker for the inspection, was about a week away from expiration. It expired at the end of October. Had like 6 days or something. My plan was to deliver that load, call SCM, and let them worry about it. But now, 3 days delay, I get to Indianapolis. One, my truck's running weird because since they did the work on it. And 2, I went ahead and asked if they could do the service overnight while I slept. They said sure, but he checked my issue real quick, and it was just one of those sensors plugs was loose or whatever. So when they put it back together, one of the just wasn't clipped all the way in. So that solved that. So I had them do the inspection or well, they did. I didn't have them. I asked them to, so they did the overnight preventive maintenance, hooked it up, and then I went to go. I dropped it off in University City. Went and got that General Mills load. Now that load should have been dropped off that night, Sunday. That was what it was timed for. But I was just tired. I got to the point. I'm not built to run at night. I'm just not. That's just my body. Now this time of year's coming around. I just got too drowsy to drive. So I was on 80 in Ohio. No, I was in Indiana. I was only like 100 miles away. I don't know where I was. I could have been. Yeah, I was in Gary. I was in Elkhart, Indiana. So I pulled off at one of the travel plazas. This is exactly why you do your pre-trips and post-trips. On this post-trip, I noticed I had a blowout on the trailer. Number 17 tire, rear axle, curbside, inside tire. I'm walking around doing my post-trip, and I see, I'm not looking initially, I'm kicking, and I hear the different thump. You hear you can tell the difference between an inflated tire and a non-inflated tire. So after I heard that, my flashlight immediately went over on the inside tire. Sidewall was just busted out. Tire wasn't ripped up, just sidewall, just busted out. I didn't hear it. It wasn't like that 3 hours earlier when I picked it up on my pre-trip. I didn't feel any difference. It was raining. It was just nasty day, and it got dark. So I pulled over. Once I saw that, I had to call it in. So which delayed me another 3 hours before I could lay down and go to sleep because I had to wait for a roadside to get there. Luckily, I was already parked for the night anyway, and I had an excuse. Instead of saying I'm sleepy, I could use breakdown as my reason I was late. But I had already called in and told him I was just too tired to make it, try to push it out for the morning. I get up the next morning and nothing changed on the time, so it went down as a failed delivery on me. So whatever, it is what it is. I'd rather fail and be safe as opposed to push and something happened. And so would Schneider, and so would the customer. So it's all good, okay? Now, I dropped that off on Monday morning. Then I go from Fort Wayne, Indiana to Lima, Ohio. P&G, Procter & Gamble. If you've ever had a P&G load, you know they are always super heavy. This load, they had to take something off of it because it was just too heavy. I couldn't balance. Now, it wasn't over on gross. I was like 79,000 and change, but I couldn't get the axles balanced right. So they had to take about 1,500 pounds off so I can get all the wheels right so I could have legal weight. Luckily, they had an on-site scale that you have to use before you leave the property, just so that's just the rule. So they took me into a door. They had to go. They took the end two pallets off. Took one off of the second row, put that one and the one in the middle, and put those two back. But they said they couldn't put a single pallet in the rear. I was like, my whole solution was just take one off, right, and be done with it. But they did. They just had to do it their way, so which is fine. At the end of the day, we got balanced. I was like 78.7. Again, you'll see all the screenshots as I go through these talking about these. But that load went down to Union City, Georgia, and I dropped it off on that was around 5 o'clock on the 31st, which was Tuesday evening. And then when I left there, I shot over to it was the next morning, yesterday morning. I picked up my current load that I'm on, 4th load since Saturday. From SC Johnson in Fairburn, Georgia. SC Johnson, always heavy as well. And this is going to No. No, that went to Midway, Georgia. I'm sorry, this is my work history. No, yeah, that went to Midway, Georgia. I dropped it off yesterday afternoon, and then I went. We go to my current assignment now, which is what I'm active on right now. I picked this up yesterday after I dropped off that load I just talked about. Yesterday evening about 6:15 is when I got it. No, yeah, when I picked it up, 6:15. And now I'm heading to a Walmart in Olney, Illinois. Olney, O-L-N-E-Y. That's where I'm heading to with this load. So when I drop this off, I'll have about 2,000 miles for the week. Now I'm in a little situation right now because my hours, I got 5 hours left. Technically, all right, right now I just parked about an hour ago. Technically I could deliver this load, but tomorrow's Friday. So what I did, so I wouldn't have to settle with, because if I wait till tomorrow, I gotta wait till after I'm done, and then do my reset, and I won't get back to work till Sunday. But by squeezing my reset in now, I'm about 120 miles, I'm 160 miles from where this thing delivers. But by squeezing my reset in now, because I've only got 5 hours left, so technically I could deliver it before I run out of time. But by squeezing my reset in now, since this load is not due until Saturday the 4th, I'm going to squeeze in my reset now, get up Saturday morning, drive the 3 hours it's going to take to drop it off, and then I plan on having another load after that so I can add about 400 or 500 miles on to this pay week, because our pay week is Sunday to Saturday. So if I get another load on Saturday, even if I drop it off on Sunday or Monday morning, depending on how far it goes, all that will go on this paycheck. So that's my goal. That's my plan. That's why I did it this way. Hopefully, they'll give me another 500 miles. That way I'll have about 2,600 miles this week. That's the idea. So when I drop off on Sunday, then I'll start the new pay period with another load. Yeah. But this load here is like 76 and change as well. It's just every load this week has been 76,000 plus. Ridiculous. I mean, you don't choose freight, but when I have to worry about my MPG bonuses being lost and there's nothing I can do about it, it's kind of aggravating. But yeah, it's getting so dark now. You probably hardly be able to see me, but you know, it's trucking, baby. It's trucking, right? But I'm in a good spot, right off of 24 in whatever town I'm in here in Kentucky. Right on the very southwest part of Kentucky. I mean, it's fine days. You got a Denny's, there's a McDonald's over there, there's a Pilot over there, there's got a Wendy's and a Subway, and over there's a brand new Love's and another Marathon over there. It's like, there's all kind of shit around me. I've got options, but I'm gonna just be lazy tonight. I just had some chicken wings for dinner, and some potato wedges. But I'm gonna do laundry tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm gonna give me a shower tonight or in the morning. I'm not really funky, but my focus is getting done out. So yeah, you know, that's my week thus far, and my plan to finish out the week for a strong week. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for the support. And like I said, I purchased some YouTube things for video stuff. So let me know how you feel about those things that you've seen and this outro coming up right now. Thanks so much. Have a good one.